All right, everybody, welcome to the video here for lesson number 7 on transversals and parallel lines. So there's a couple things that we learned today about transversals and parallel lines, seeing what angles are congruent, what angles are supplementary, and we could go through and find the remaining angles. So the first question says that angle EGB is 40 degrees. So if I mark 40 degrees down here on my picture, it then says to find the remaining angles. If that angle is 40, I know this angle's 40 because they're vertical to each other. That would be angle AGH. I also know this angle's 40 degrees, which would be angle GHD because they're alternate interior. And then we have yet another 40-degree angle here by vertical angles. The angles that are adjacent to or next to the 40-degree angles, where they're going to be supplementary. So we got a bunch of supplementary ones here. And once we have all the 140s written down here, we are definitely in good shape. And we're all good. So just knowing the angles is good, but also try and remember why each one is what it is. So now let's mix some algebra in. So we have angle AGH. AGH is here. And angle CHG is here. These two angles are same side supplementary angles, so they are going to add to 140. I know they add to 180 because they are on the same side and they are interior. Combined up some like terms, 4x plus 100 equals 180 minus 100. And I have 4x equals 80. Divide by 4, and I have x equals 20. Number 3, angle AGH and angle DHG are alternate interior, meaning these angles are congruent to each other. So if I set them equal to each other, I should be able to find x, move the 3x to the other side. I have negative 10 equals 4x minus 42, add 42, and we can keep going here with our algebra skills, hopefully. Divide both sides by 4, and I get x equals 8. Now notice here's a difference. This one asks us to find x. This one wants us to find angle DHG. So now I have to plug in for angle DHG. Instead of 7 times x, I have 7 times 8 minus 42. So if I plug that into my calculator, I then see that angle DHG is going to be 56 minus 42, so 14 degrees. All right, so for question number 4, we notice that there are a couple sets of parallel lines. So we have a line parallel here with this line. If I choose a different color, I'll see that this line and this line are parallel as well. So we have a lot of transversals going on, a lot of parallel lines going on. So in this picture, I see this angle is 122, meaning its supplement is going to be 58, so I can put 58 here. And I know angles 1 and 72 are going to be congruent to 122. So if I do 122 minus 72, that gives me 50. So angle 1 is 50 degrees. If angle 1 is 50 degrees, and I notice, and I'll use another color here, this line is a transversal line, right? So I should be able to say that if that angle is 50, right, I have a transversal, so if that angle is 50, where the red line and the green line intersect should also be 50, so I have a 50 up here as well. So we have a 50 up here as well, so then angle 2 is also 50 because it's a vertical angle. Number 4, we have these parallel lines. These two angles are same side interior, so they're supplementary. 4x minus 2 plus 3x plus 7 equals 180. Combined up some like terms, 7x plus 5 equals 180 minus 5. I get 7x equals 175. Divide by 7, and I should be able to figure out from there what angle, what value of x that we have. So if I do 175 divided by 7, I get 25. Now, if that's 25, I then can say this is 3 times 25 minus 7, which is 68. I can say 4 times 25 minus 2, which is 112. No. This is not 68. 75 plus 7, I subtracted 7 like a crazy person. This should be 82. And then this should be 98. Sorry about that. So if I know that's 98, I know this is 98 because they are corresponding to each other. If I know this angle's 82, I know that this angle's 82 because of alternate interior, alternate exterior. You could put them all together. So angle 3 is actually 82 degrees. Hopefully this video helps. Sorry I kind of went through this quickly, but a lot of this algebra skill stuff you should know already. Good luck, and hopefully you're doing all your homework.